post-10.
When he finds that balance to where he's getting people open, but also looking for a shot and being aggressive, we're really at our best.
How about the play of Wilkins underneath?
He's a leader by example. He sets such a high standard because of how he manages the daily tasks of his life.
The University of Virginia was founded on the belief that learning is a lifelong endeavor. If his first 2 years on grounds are any indication of future accomplishments, Isaiah Wilkins is well on his way to fulfilling great promise. The second year from Lilburn, Georgia is following in the footsteps of teammate and fellow Greater Atlanta Christian alumnus Malcolm Brogdon, both on the court and in the classroom.
I was a freshman at GAC when Malcolm was a senior, and I knew of him, I would shake his hand, being a freshman, just because, it's big dog on campus, Malcolm. And then when I came on my visit here, Malcolm was my host. And since I've been here, he's kind of taken me under his wing as far as off the court, just seeing just the way that you treat people, the way you go about these things, because, coming in as a 18, 19-year-old compared to, we make fun of him because he's 30 because he's been here forever, but it's just good to have, and then knowing somebody from back home, it makes me feel really comfortable, so I really appreciate that.
Brogdon, pursuing an accelerated master's in leadership and public policy, urged his young teammate to explore his academic options.
My first or second week here over the summer, Malcolm pulled me aside and he was like, when you're here, while you're here, push yourself, don't settle and do a one major just because you feel like it's easy or something like that. Really push yourself and kind of explore different things and see what you like. You hear that from back home, but when you hear from somebody around your age, it kind of makes you think, okay, let's see what I like, let's see what I don't like. Malcolm and TJ kind of brought it up to me, we really think you should do this, this leadership in public policy. I'm applying in February.
It certainly starts kind of from a home life with both of them. Both of their families are such big support structures for them and have challenged them from early on to think beyond just the immediate success of athletics. Athletics is one part of their personalities, and I think that lends itself to a lot of UVA student athletes who do explore things outside of their sport. And Malcolm kind of leading the way, I think, has set a good example and opened those doors not just for Isaiah, but for a lot of the guys, a lot of his teammates that have followed have seen that you can kind of pursue things outside of basketball at a really high level. They know that they can pursue things that they're interested in. They aren't limited here, and I think that's what UVA is all about. Whenever we can find something they're interested in, the work becomes easier, and they're more willing to have kind of a mindset of growth in those areas. It's really been fun to see a lot of the students be able to maximize their opportunities while still being able to recognize they can focus on their sport and maximize that experience as well.
Second free throw off the back iron. There's the ball batted out. It was Wilkins who kept it alive for Virginia.
At the same time Wilkins' academic pursuits were coming into focus, he was charged with making a physical transformation to provide a stronger front court presence.
I put on a lot of weight really fast, so my summer was tougher because I just felt heavy. I couldn't jump like I could before, and I just would get tired quicker. But MC told me, there's going to be sections of time where things are harder, and then you're going to feel like you're getting your legs back, and that happened. And my sophomore year, even though it sounds crazy, I feel really good. My body feels really good. The weight, not too much. I found I'm going to be around 233, and just to be able to be wiry and bring the energy, all credit to MC, it feels good. I'm supposed to bring energy, and I feel like that travels. Sometimes your offense won't be there, but energy travels. You can bring energy every game, and I feel like that's what really keeps me on the court, whether it be rebounding that game or passing, getting the other bigs involved or whatever it has to be, and you can do anything with energy, and I feel like that's my calling for this team. And my role will continue to grow as I get older and learn more things and get more experience, but for right now, it's energy, and I'm comfortable with it.
I'm really excited for him as he gets into his third and fourth year, because I think the world is going to open up to him in some special ways. The second and third year guys that we have in the program right now, they're going to be a big part of what we do on the floor. Isaiah is going to be one of the guys that drives that ship. Again, probably more so because of how he handles himself. He's a leader by example. I think just the way that he lives his life daily, whether it's on the floor, in the weight room, in the classroom, in the community, he sets such a high standard because of how he manages the daily tasks of his life.
there's going to be a day where, you know, the air runs out and I can't play basketball anymore, so I got to have something else to do. For me as a player, I can never become complacent. There's always areas to work.
Pass up the floor to Wilkins all by himself. Two-hand slam. That could be the exclamation point.